Falcons. Coming up next.
When you lose players, you're not supposed to be good.
Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football.
The Seattle Seahawks has gained players, and Atlanta has lost players. Let's see how this goes. It's the uniform selection I had for Seattle did not go through. And I'm not going to start over again. The game coming up next.
These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35.
Jalen Hurts, quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. If he wins, he's definitely going to be going somewhere else.
And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back.
I think if a team wins the Super Bowl, like, for example, the team who just won it, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they shouldn't have to lose their quarterback. I think that's going to be the new rule implicated after this season.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. DeAndre Alford in on the stop.
Atlanta has lost Bijan Robinson and a right end.
Lockett headed in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I don't know why I couldn't call my get the uniforms that I wanted to have for them.
Now it's going to be third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Hurts gets the first down, and he gets down the 47-yard line.
On the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
First and 10. Jalen Hurts
looking to
throwing it. He threw into coverage right there. Incomplete.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving.
Falcons were 3-1 last season. Got to the conference. Got to the championship games and lost. Meanwhile, Seattle hasn't won one game yet.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Almost picked off.
It's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll motion over Metcalf. On third down, here's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
They'll throw first play with Penix. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne.
Yeah, he gets a first down at the 37-yard line. Etienne, the new guy, taking over for B.Robinson.
The greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard
Penix.
line for 1st and 10.
3-1 is the starter last season. Penix back to pass. It's complete. And it's close to a first down, second out and 1. And it looked like a Seahawk is down. Could ill if not that they don't want that to happen. They want these players to be on the field.
Look at the injured player. We'll take a timeout.
Falcons in their throwback uniforms from the 1970s when there was that at the Fulton County Stadium.
A good spot here. Second.
Good drive. Darius Smith is here for Seattle.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up.
First down and 10.
In this case, they leave a little too much room
48.
on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix.
He gets the first down because of the missed tackle.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Running play into Ney. It's the first down.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
There was a trade yesterday.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table.
It was a trade that was talked about throughout the whole broadcast, so to speak. Now I'll give it to you after this play. Penix, waiting for the play. Calling the signal. Running ball.
He'll manage to bring this down.
That cannot be Etienne. That's another guy, right? Wait a minute. 38. I forgot to do his number. I'm messing up today. I think after this game, I need to put these players all in their right spots.
Once again, it's Etienne.
He's looked very good.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I don't think you lose anything with Etienne as a running back. You only lose on defense.
Establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Etienne.
Here's 1st and 10.
They give it to him again. He's running well. He gets the ball around the 10, maybe the 9.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive
they are doing their job.
Good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front.
The sad part for Seattle is they went 3 and out.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down.
He's going to have a near first down. Make that, yeah, he's the near first down. They can get a first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of the playmakers and just let them do the rest.
ETN, the backfield, with a fullback over there too. And it will be, is that out of bounds?
But it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the ref. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear.
Raheem Morris consulting with his staff above, and they decide to throw the challenge flag here. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Third and 2, and Penix.
They get the touchdown, Penix. And he's still playing good football over there in Atlanta, offensively and defensively, and he lost 2 players. Well, it was a good, very good drive for Atlanta. They proving to themselves that they can still score points. They didn't go to the conference championship game for nothing. Make that the championship games, the Final 4.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point.
If Seattle loses, they will be 0-3.
And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Long stretch of silence by them, but if I was talking, they'd be talking their arses off. Let's see what Seattle can do. They're using Tampa Bay's offense. Tampa Bay is the Super Bowl winner.
They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10.
First and 10.
1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts.
They'll motion over Metcalf. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They try to set up the screen.
Hurts looking pathetic early on.
It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Hurts. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being
And at the end of the first quarter, Atlanta 7, Seattle zip. Here on the Garlou Senior Radio TV Network. Hurts. Throws it fast. Receiver drops the ball. Let's lock it.
What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. Now they are in business. Inside the 50.
Keep running the ball like that, you're going to get hurt.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. He'll complete it to Barner. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after that.
And he will dive into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches
And Seattle
so important
went down the
as this
field
game unfolds.
and scored a touchdown.
For possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity.
Now they're going to try to tie it up.
They come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second
Maybe this
possession.
offense will work. Maybe the defense will get better.
Myers. Good.
Fans have gotten quiet here.
And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense ready for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On the ground, here's ETN. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
Neither team seems to be having a good defense at the moment.
2nd down and 8. They'll run. It's ETN. He's inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He keeps it himself. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll drop this for ETN. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Penix. That is hot. What a job.
And a touchdown, and that's up. Did you see that one? Cow Pitts.
That's his 2nd touchdown.
Here's the replay.
Here in the first
Wide
half.
open. What happened to the defense
That
on that one?
Number 2, Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group
37 seconds left in the half.
Right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Koo for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Lockett headed in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
14-7 score.
They'll work
Seattle with the ball.
2nd and 4.
I think they're going to try to go down the field with this, try to attempt to get a field goal. Let's see. Jalen Hurts.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
That's picked off. He ran right in front of him.
And his offense is going to be all
I
set
tell you,
with a short field and a
you can see the
chance
teams
to
that win
extend
is
their
the
lead.
teams that lose. The teams that win play hard.
Yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number
Jalen
one
Hurts,
end up
not
with
looking
the
good.
ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Falcons offense going to take over just before the half.
Now they can get a field goal
They've got
or a
the lead,
touchdown.
and
They got
they'll
a.
set forth
How many
trying to
times they
build
got
up.
left?
They're going to do that with excellent field position.
They got 2 timeouts left.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
I would go down the field and try to get this touchdown.
Play action. It's Penix.
He's got a chance. Call the timeout. He probably got at least 2 times, 2 opportunities to go for a touchdown.
Stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
This is going to be a blowout in the first half. Seattle will go 0-3 if they don't come back or if they don't stop them.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. From the gun, it's Penix.
Penix throwing.
And he's going to be down close to the goal.
Wow, did he get out of bounds though? Didn't he?
Make sure he did not
Watch the
get to
clock.
the end zone.
Call the timeout now. This game be making some
Use their
mistakes.
3rd and final timeout.
They didn't even challenge that play. They can't. You would thought they would go for a field goal. What are they doing?
Out
Okay.
is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal.
Steve Bartkowski out there, number 10.
About as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the
17.
Falcons build their cushion to
7.
10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal
As the
some
blowout
points.
continues,
Biggest thing is
you're going to hear less and less of me
now going into
because the game isn't intriguing right now. I would thought Seattle would have had a better chance.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A 1st down throw for Hurts. And that
Where
is incomplete.
was he throwing the ball?
Does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into
Leonard
the
will get the
intermission.
ball first.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA.
Leonard get the ball first.
Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
When you have a good running back, you can do a lot more on offense.
First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
What? Wait, what? Probably offside. South Fed Stevens in there.
Bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
What? That was good play, too.
Only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Second down and 6.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Algier. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Here's Penix.
That's screen. Got players. You got blockers, but Seattle played it well.
He's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the
DK Metcalf is upset.
used on third down at these shorter down and distances, but in this case, they catch the defense.
He's tired of losing.
They timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
The carry here for
Now, Jizz, look how he's running.
the sideline.
Oh, my.
Midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
He was traded for Bijan Robinson. And he looks much better.
This run straight ahead for ETN. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Nail in the coffin drive here.
ETN ahead.
He doesn't go nowhere that fast this time.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing
Now here's the deal.
him for the loss.
3rd and 12.
Great job at
They
that
go for a field goal.
linebacker
They get the
timing
field goal. It's
his
20-7.
blitz. He didn't give
You get
any
the ball back. You
indication
score a
to the offense
touchdown.
that he was coming,
It's 20
and he's able to get through that
to
hole and take the ball
14.
carrier down for a
It's
loss.
one skip possession game.
On third down, Penix.
What's going to happen? He's going to be short of the first down.
Man, it's Mooney.
They will go for the field goal and probably get it.
Some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first
So
down.
Seattle is getting fired up there.
Fourth down.
The
You
defense is
throw the ball
getting it
short of the
done.
sticks on third down. You're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score
It's not over
every
yet.
time you get the ball?
We got two, most of this quarter,
And extend their lead.
and the whole fourth quarter. So Atlanta can come back and win this game. Make that Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Darden. Now an opening past the
I think Seattle
and they'll be
is going to
set
do
up
something on
well
this drive.
as he
They're
is
feeling good.
past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense
I think
trying
Seattle has
to
the fire now.
first involvement of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
This game is not over. In the huddle, coming from the huddle. You cannot run the ball now at this juncture. And they run the ball. Here's a good yards, but you want a touchdown at the end of this quarter. Or by the end of this quarter.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
They're going to play action probably. They do not. They should have.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going back.
I don't know.
That sack now brings up 3rd and long. And
Is Jalen Hurts overrated as a passer? Because it seems like all he wants to do is run the ball. You got to get the ball down the field.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
There could be a trade in the works. Nice play. He's going deep, though. He's going to have him. First down. He drops the ball. Oh, my. How could you drop the ball?
they got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball
That's why this team is 0-3 all time.
this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Well, you've seen right there why the Seattle Seahawks have not won one game.
Imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this
Something
point
tells
in
me
the 3rd quarter.
DK Metcalf is going to get traded. He should get traded for a draft pick. Then they can get a new receiver.
In the game to start the drive.
That's something to think about for Seattle to break up this team, like the Chicago Bears. Look at Etienne. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, the 15, 14-yard line. For Etienne, the man is on fire. And that should be the nail in the coffin.
He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Etienne running like his hair is on fire.
Throw. It's
Penix throwing the ball.
Underneath to Algier.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass
Etienne
protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at
came
least
from the
serviceable
Philadelphia
out of the
Eagles.
backfield in the passing game.
And the Eagles couldn't even run the ball.
Down and 5. Back to throw. Here's Penix.
It's going to be a touchdown. Falcons. This game is over. The Falcons looking very good.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point.
They're going for 2.
To throw is Penix.
And they will not get it.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Darden. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Jalen Hurts could be gone. DK Metcalf could be gone. Separate those two because they're not connecting.
Hurts now. That's complete to lock it outright. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
They're wasting too much time.
Off the play fake. Hurts. He's going to air one out.
This time, DK, touchdown! Wow! He had that play earlier. This time they connect. And maybe, I think they will stay here.
Beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play.
26-13. You go for 2.
Now the point after
They will not.
From Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit.
26-14 score. Now Atlanta can or Seattle give Atlanta 3 and out. Score a quick touchdown again. We got ourselves a ball game. It all hinges on the Seahawks defense.
Myers comes on now to kick it away.
You got to stop ETN.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Rumor has it basketball will start tonight. We shall see.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Celtics will be taking on Washington.
We'll go play action now.
Why are they passing the ball? You go out of bounds and you stop the clock. Not good. I guess they're waiting for the 4th quarter to start running that ball. You shouldn't be putting the ball in the air like that. Not when you had a lead like this.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break.
Now
you're tuned in to the NFL.
Hand off
EA Sports.
to ETN.
Second and 7. Throwing is Penix. He'll get that to Kadero.
Seattle just can't stop him.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Seattle. Picked up. Let's see what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the Seahawks scores. In the first season, they had scored a lot of points. 28. They gave up
1st and 10 at the 40.
31 to the Bengals.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Here's ETN. And
last season,
of 3.
They only scored 3 points and lost to Detroit. Bipolar right there. This time, they're in the middle. So I don't know what to say about this.
They face second down and 7.
But 2 of the 3 times, they didn't have any defense to stop the opponent.
The gun, here
So
is
maybe that's where they need to build up their team.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them
Another
to
first down.
clock, and without a stop,
They can't be stopped right here.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
He looks very
So
impressive.
they come to the line for first down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
I'm going to have to take a timeout real quick. I got to check something.
And it'll be second down.
And up until this point,